G'day guys, it's Dan again. Well, after a bit of time I've started inking with a brush, with this brush here, the one I showed you in the first video. I like to change up my tools every now and then. It gets a little bit boring just inking with the same tool, and that also different tools give you different effects and stuff like that, so it's good practice to use all different tools to make your art a little bit more interesting. So let's just show you what I've been doing. I've just started on Supergirl's large black areas with a brush. So just getting some ink on the brush. Okay. Now I haven't actually inked with this brush on this paper before, so it's kind of a new experience for me. I think the thing that you find with these Winsor & Newton series brushes and more expensive brushes is, even though it's quite a thick brush, you can actually maintain a nice pointy tip to it, and you can get nice thickness, variation in thicknesses from very fine lines to very thick black areas. I've gotten to number 4 of the Lethal Weapon series, which is nearly finished, but it's been a long day of Blu-ray watching, but that's what I tend to do, is just chuck on a Blu-ray or a DVD and just have that playing in the background while I'm working on some art. I know there's a lot of people that can't actually do that, but I don't know, I find it quite relaxing. I'm used to using my magnet again because it's difficult holding the camera up with one hand and holding the brush in the other. Interesting audio in the background, isn't it, guys? So we noticed, I can get a really nice fine line with this brush. Like any tool, it just takes practice to use, and I don't claim to be perfect at it, but the more I use a brush or a dip pen, the better I get at it. Which is what you would hope to happen. You wouldn't want to get any worse at it. But obviously a brush is made from horse hair, sable hair, so I tend to use the brush to get more organic textures or lines into the art. So stuff like capes and that, and hair I normally do with a brush, although in this case here I didn't do Supergirl's hair with a brush, and that I might touch it up later. So there you go, there's a bit of work done with the brush. The secret is obviously not to put your hand in the wet ink when using a brush or a dip pen. So sorry if a little bit of this is out of focus. I'm still getting used to holding the camera. I'm not 100% sold on this ink that I bought. I sort of went and bought this whole big bottle of ink without actually trying it first, and that you know, just because it was more affordable than buying something like, say, Winsor & Newton ink, which is like $100 a bottle. This was only $50, but you can obviously see it doesn't cover quite as well as probably what the Winsor & Newton series ink would cover. So you tend to have to go over your ink a bit more, and you don't get that nice firm solid edge to it. It's like it's almost like the ink is watered down, and that as if you were using watered down ink. But we make the best of what we've got with the tools we have available.